Hello friends, in this video we are going to see hydrostatic forces on plane surfaces. So first of all we are going to see here vertical plane surface submerged in liquid, case 1. So case 1 is your vertical plane surface submerged in liquid. So first of all look into the diagram. So this is the free surface of water and so this is the vertical plane surface you can see, and pressure intensity lines are given in the horizontal direction, pressure intensity lines, and this is the center of pressure Cp, right? This is center of pressure Cp, and Cp distance is given by hCp, sometimes hCp or h star, as we have seen h star, and this is centroid here, that is Cg. Cg distance is given by h bar. All the distances of vertical distance must be measured from the free surface of water, correct? This is your free surface of water. Free surface. So Cp and Cg. So for a vertical plane surface, Cp will be always below the center of gravity. This we are going to see with the help of equation why Cp is below center of gravity, correct? So this is the vertical plane surface. You can see pressure intensity lines are shown here, or you can also consider this vertical plane surface and the shape is here, and the shape is here, you can say rectangle or square. So h is the height and w is the width, correct? So how to find force? The first thing is we have to find the force. Two important points always you have to remember in this particular chapter. You have to find force, magnitude of force in Newton, number 1, and number 2, we have to find h star distance from the free surface in meter. H star is nothing but Cp, the Cp distance in meter. These are the only two questions from the chapter 3 or vertical plane surfaces, this topic. So we have to always find mostly force F and center of pressure h star distance from the free surface. So look at this, how to find force F. The force F equal to general formula pressure into area, correct? So what is pressure? Can we write pressure equal to rho g h? Correct. Pressure can be written as rho g h, correct? So question is, sir, which h will write? Rho g h, pressure into area, correct? Rho g h into a, that is what it is written here, rho g a h. But in place of h you can see h bar. What is h bar? Cg distance, right? H bar is the Cg distance. Why it is taken as h bar? What is the reason? Because if you look at the top surface of this particular, or you can see the top surface here. So this height is your minimum height from the free surface, and this is the maximum height, correct? This is the maximum height or maximum depth. This is the minimum depth, correct? So we cannot take the maximum height depth and minimum depth, but instead we are taking a average depth. So what is average? Average is lying at the Cg, correct? So we are always trying to take the average distance. So that is why we are taking the Cg distance, number 1. Second point is that since this is a regular surface and all the mass is concentrated at the center of gravity, that's why we are also taking the point as at the center, and we are taking as h bar. So total mass is concentrated at Cg, so that's why we are taking h bar distance. So the formula is coming equal to F equal to rho g a h bar, rho g a h bar Newton. Okay. Second one is position of center of pressure or distance of Cp from the free surface of water. This we are getting from the derivation. And what is the formula here? H star is equal to Ig by A h bar plus h bar. What is h bar? H bar is the Cg distance and A is the area. A is the area. And Ig, what is Ig? It is written here in the last line, Ig equal to moment of inertia about an axis passing through CG and parallel to base. Okay, so this H star, these two equations are very very important for this vertical plane surface. Please remember. Okay, H star equal to Ig by Ah bar plus H bar in meter, and this is in Newton. That's what I told you initially. These two equations are very very important. Okay, there's an important note at the last. Center of pressure H star lies below the center of gravity of vertical surface. So H star is always greater than H bar. How we can understand this from this particular equation? If you see, we are adding something on the H bar. We are adding something on the H bar extra. So H star is greater than H bar as of now. But we are also going to see how we got this formula. This is from the derivation. Second last step we are going to see in the inclined plane surface. Okay. Let's go to the next page. Case 2 is very simple. Horizontal plane surfaces submerged in liquid. So this is the free surface of water, and this is the plane surface, horizontal plane surface immersed in the liquid. So if it is a horizontal plane surface, your center of gravity and Cp will be at the same distance from the free surface, that is H bar equal to H star. Very important condition for your horizontal plane surface. Here also we are going to see the same two things. Number one, the force. Force equal to pressure into area, same formula. Force equal to rho g Ah bar Newton. 100% same, no change. And H star equal to H bar here. This is important condition. H bar equal to H star here. So how to find this one? H bar equal to H star. Because this is the horizontal plane surface, so your center of gravity Cg will be your H bar, and because this is the plane surface, at this point only the Cp or hydrostatic force will concentrate. So this is the H star. So H star equal to H bar only in case of horizontal plane surface. So I want to see here your vertical plane surface and horizontal plane surface are very simple. So mostly gate questions are coming from inclined plane surfaces and curved surfaces. But we cannot go directly into those topics. We have to see, because maybe sometimes some question may come, but mostly the questions are from inclined plane surface. So what is H star here? Once again look at this. H star distance of Cg. Sorry, this is H star. The distance of center of pressure, it is Cp from the free surface of liquid. And H bar is always denoted by H star is on center, distance of center of gravity from the free surface. Okay. We'll go to the next page for the inclined plane surfaces. Look at the case 3, which is inclined plane surface submerged in the liquid. Submerged in the liquid. So let us understand the figure. So this is the free surface. You can see here, just mentioned free surface, and this is the inclined plane surface. Okay, making angle theta, making angle theta with the horizontal. All the distances and angles must be measured from free surface of water. Very important point. Okay, so this is the plane surface. You can see inclined, and side view it is given here. This is center of gravity Cg. So this Cg point is here. You can see I'm marking with the red color. So this is H bar. Cg distance H bar. Look at this Cp. Where is Cp? This is Cp, center of pressure. So corresponding point is here. This is your H star. Correct? So Cg and Cp distance only important here, H bar and H star. That's all. So how to find force? Same formula, basic formula, pressure into area. Force equal to rho g A H bar Newton. Very simple. That's same. No change in the formula. Till now the formula is same for all the three cases. That is horizontal, vertical and inclined plane surface. Coming to position of center of pressure, that is H star. There is a small change here. H star equal to Ig sine square theta. This is an extra term. Sine square theta by Ah bar plus H bar. Rest all thing is 100% same, except sine square theta. Everything is same here. Okay. So what I want to say here, suppose I'm dealing with the case horizontal plane surface. Then what is the value of sine theta? Look at this. Theta is here. What is the value of sine theta for the vertical horizontal plane surface? theta is 0. Theta is 0. If theta is 0, what is the value of sine theta? 0. Correct. So what is the value of h star now? If we put the value of theta equal to 0, sine theta is 0, then h star will be automatically coming to h bar. Yes or no? So that's why we have seen in this case for horizontal. Correct. Now if you talk about the vertical, theta is how much? Vertical plane surface, how much will be the value of theta? Theta equal to 90 degree. So what is the value of sine theta? Sine theta, sine 90. Sine 90 is 1, right? 1. So we are getting Ig sine square theta value is 1 by ah bar plus h bar, and this is the value of nothing but h star. Correct or no? So this one we are getting from sine 90 value. So that's why we can say that yes, this is the second last step of the derivation. By putting the value of theta, we are getting the different cases. And what is Ig? Moment of inertia about an axis passing through CG and parallel to base. Okay. We'll go and see the next last step, that is your curved surfaces. Case 4, curved surface submerged in the liquid. So there are two conditions. One is your liquid supported by the curved surface, and one is your liquid displaced by the curved surface. So first one is yours, this one. Let us say this is number 1, this is number 2. So this is number 1 is liquid supported by the curved surface or liquid displaced. Second, number 2 is liquid displaced by the curved surface. So this type of structure can be used for supporting the liquid. Okay, but in this case you can see this is not supporting, but this is also displacing. This 1 and 2 both are same actually. So for supporting I will draw another figure. Look at this. For supporting I will draw another figure. Yes, so look at this diagram. So water is present here. Water is present here. So now you can see, yes, this is the curved surface. Yeah, now you can see here, this is the curved surface, you can see. And so this curved surface is supporting this much amount of water. This is the free surface of water. So this can be called as a supporting surface. And these two are both are displacing surface. So supporting and displacing surface doesn't make that much importance here. But every time we have to find the volume of liquid involved. So we are going to discuss. Let us read the text given here. When a curved surface is above the liquid, in this case, the weight of the liquid and the vertical component of the hydrostatic force acts in the opposite direction. Which are the two forces acting here? We can see vertical component Fy is in the upward direction and weight is in the downward direction. So Fx and Fy. So unlike the earlier cases, we are finding the force by using the formula rho g ah bar, correct, in Newton. But in this case, we are finding the force F resultant is equal to component form. We will take the Fx component Fx square plus Fy square Newton. So you have to find the component and then resultant can be found out. This is applicable for all curved surfaces. Point to be noted. This formula is applicable for all curved surfaces. So these are the pressure forces. You can see it is mentioned here. Resultant force Fr. That is what I have taken the same symbol here, Fr. And circular surfaces or circular curved surface when O is the center, right? The hydrostatic force acting on the circular surface always passes through the center of circle. What is the reason that it will pass through the center of circle? Because since the pressure forces are normal, I told you, hydrostatic force always normal to the surface. Passes for pressure forces are normal to the surface and they all pass through the center. Like the radial lines, then only it will be normal. What is normal is, what is the angle? 90 degree. Look at the angle, 90 degree. So these all forces are normal to the surface. So that's why they all will pass through the center. Okay. Now we'll talk about how to find forces in the curved surfaces. Let's go into the next slide. So this is the fourth case, continuation, curved surface submerged in liquid. Same diagram we have taken here. G is the center of gravity, W acting in the downward direction, and Fy acting in the upward direction. and this is the CG distance. What is CG distance? H bar from the free surface of water. Correct? This is the free surface of water. Free surface. And this is the curved surface. So because of this curved surface, you have to find the force. So force formula is P into A rho g A h bar Newton. Correct? Why I have written you here this formula? Because this formula is also applicable here, but there is a small change. What is the change? First of all, you understand this. The resultant pressure force or total pressure force Fr, let us say, can be found out by root under of Fx square plus Fy square in Newton. And resultant direction theta can be found out by tan inverse of Fy by Fx. Correct? So theta equal to tan inverse. That means tan theta is equal to Fy by Fx. So from this you can find theta equal to tan inverse of Fy by Fx. Correct? Now question is, this formula we know very well. The question is how to find Fy and Fx. That is the most important thing in this particular topic. Fx equal to total pressure force on the projected area of the curved surface on vertical plane. Fx equal to total pressure force on the projected area of the curved surface on vertical plane. Let us say, for example, we are having this curved surface in the shape of a semicircle. Okay, this is the curved surface I have taken in the shape of a semicircle, right? So I have to project this. If you project this curved surface, so you will be getting a rectangle. So R is the radius, suppose. Then this will be your 2r. Correct? And W is the width. That means inside the plane. Going inside the plane, W is the width. So whenever you see any curved surface, first of all you project on the plane surface, vertical plane surface. What image you are getting? You will be getting some rectangles, let us say in this case. Then this projected area you have to take. So that is why I have written this particular formula. Look at the top of the page. F equal to rho g A h bar. So formula is same, rho g A h bar. This is, but the question is, this is only for Fx, point to be noted. This is only for Fx, rho g A h bar. Okay, so rho g A h bar. Question is, what is this A, sir? Only small change. This A is your projected area, point to be noted. Very important line. This A is your projected area. Okay, rest all things are 100% same. Only there is a change in the A. And this A is the projected area which you will get after projecting on the vertical plane surface, as I explained here. So Fx, total pressure force on the projected area of the curved surface on vertical plane. Fy can be calculated by two methods. Number one, weight of the liquid supported by the curved surface up to free surface of liquid. So for the example in the last page I have told you, that is supporting surface, we have to find the weight of the liquid. Correct? So what is the formula finding weight? Weight equal to mg always. What is mass? Mass equal to density into volume into g. Correct? So rho and g is constant. Density of water 1000 and g is 9. Only volume. So volume involved is very important. Correct? So we have to find the weight of the complete liquid. Weight means volume of the complete liquid up to free surface of water. And this is the formula involved for finding W. Second one is also weight of the liquid displaced by the curved surface. Correct? How much of liquid is displaced? So let us say, because of this curved surface, you can see this much amount of liquid is displaced. No, look at this. I am drawing. I'm making a hatching here, darkening the area. Yeah. So this darker area representing the liquid displaced part, right? So I want to find the volume of this liquid. Correct? Volume of this liquid. This is just like a semicircular cylinder. Correct? Because it has some width inside the plane. It is like a semicircular. Please imagine semicircular cylinder. Okay. So how to find the volume of cylinder? Base area into height. So pi r, if it is a circle, pi r square into h. But it is a semicircle. So it will be pi r square by 2 into h. Correct? So that is how you can find the volume. Correct? And for finding the Fx, your area will be 2r into h. projected area, no? 2r into h. Don't write down the area equal to pi r square by 2 semicircle. No, because you have to project it. After projection, you will get the rectangle only. So area will be 2r into h. Okay. Thank you.